Hello, everyone, and welcome to Otaku Talk. Today, we'll be reviewing and analyzing Chapter 317 of My Hero Academia. If this is your first time tuning into the channel, or even if you've seen a couple of my videos and haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you could take the time to right now like and subscribe. Please, please, please. Goal is 1,000 subscribers. Each and every like and subscribe gets me close to that. Every share with your friends gets me close to that. So I would appreciate that. Join my League of Otaku. Anyway, let's get into this chapter. Quite a few things happen, not too much, but let's talk about it. Let's go. All right, guys. Chapter 317 of My Hero Academia. So it really looks like the mangaka is really just driving home this point that, it's the return of Dark Deku. It's what I'm gonna call him until things normalize a bit. But yeah, Deku has really taken it upon himself to fill this superhero role. So before I get into his whole character arc and stuff like that right now, let me just talk about the rest of the heroes, okay? So we start off this chapter with a bunch of the heroes just chilling in some kind of warehouse after the events of that failed raid, right? And they're just seeing if what they could possibly do. Can we get any more information out of Lady Nagant? And the answer is probably no. One, she's severely injured, and two, I think she pretty much gave all the knowledge and all the information she has about what's going on with All For One and what other assassins he has out there. They're also talking about the fact that, the hero world just seems to be going out more and more. We just lost another prominent hero. What was his name? Death Arms. We just lost Death Arms, and it was really sad. They had a whole little sequence of panels where you just see how really sad and depressed he is. He apparently has been fighting really hard for society, really hard for the public, and they have just been chastising him, belittling him, and he's just kind of like, you know what, I'm done, it's over. I've put my life on the line for this country, for these people for so long, and for them to not really give a fuck, and for them to just kind of, to hate me and chastise me and berate me, I don't think it's something I can do anymore. And it's not coming from a place of pettiness or spite or fuck you guys, I'm going home. It's damn, that's how y'all really feel? That's how you really feel? I put my life in danger every single time I go out. Every single time I go out, I put myself in danger. I'm trying to help you guys, and this is the end result. So yeah, it's kind of understandable. I know some people might be like, no, you're a hero, you're supposed to rise above it. It doesn't matter whether or not you get accolades, this or that or the other. You're just supposed to, nut up and just, do the hero thing. But people forget, in this world, heroes are people too. Everyone here is just a human with a quirk. They're pretty much glorified civilian police. And that takes a lot. Despite having your professional license or not, that still takes a lot. Anyway, let's move on to the most interesting part of the chapter, and that's Dark Deku. So I feel like it's only been 6 months since the encounter with Lady Nagant. It's been 6 months since the encounter with Lady Nagant, and was it 6 months or 1 month? I'm sorry, I have my timetable, but I feel like it hasn't been a significant amount of time since then. But Dark Deku is a completely different dude, and apparently he's mastered 100% of One For All. And I think that's nutty. I think that's crazy. I can't wait to see that more against not fodder, but a really strong. And my question is it true 100%? Is his 100% All Might's 100%? Because I'll be real with you, when we were first introduced to All Might, and when we saw All Might go off against, a variety of, villains, that dude was the end all be all. It just did not seem like there was anyone capable in the entire storyline of, hanging with him, with the exception of All For One. And we only really felt that way because of like the lore, right? Not from any actions we had seen. So for Deku to claim that he's at 100% now without being injured, that is a huge step because we've seen throughout the series, anytime he's used 100%, he's taken out whoever the hell he was fighting. Whoever the hell he was fighting. The injuries he got were only from the backlash of the 100%. They never stood a chance. So if he's at constant 100% with no change to his body, he is literally the strongest being in all of My Hero Academia currently, in my personal opinion. Like, he probably, in my opinion, outranks the likes of Endeavor. And I'm very curious about the hero ratings. I wonder if they're even doing the hero ratings right now in light of all of this, this hero hate going on. I wonder, like, did they ever? They probably did talk about how the hero ratings happen and go into effect. But Deku does have his license. He dropped out of UA, so he should be in the running. So that would be interesting if they put him there. But back to talking about specifically about Dark Deku. He was able to apprehend the next assassin, took him out pretty easily. Now we're just gonna assume that this assassin wasn't on the level of Lady Nagant, but I still think it's safe to say that this wasn't a scrub either. And for him to take him out with the quickness is impressive. Apparently, he's reached the level of power where he can barely be heard or seen. He's on the scene immediately, takes care of things immediately. So that's really cool. They say like it scars, blood, and mud. Apparently Deku no longer cares about his personal appearance. He's working nonstop. He's not sleeping. He's not eating. His costume is in tatters. You see his eyes. Like, I love, love, love the paneling going on with Dark Deku. I love the character design. I love the like shading and the inking of how the mangaka is really trying to portray this like fringed, this like altered Deku. I really, really love it. It really hurt my heart, and I know it hurt everyone else's heart too when we get to the part with All Might trying to, like, earlier when he tries to, we have a scene literally not even like 4 chapters ago, not even 4 chapters ago, where All Might catches up to Deku and gives him lunch. And Deku's eating the lunch. We still see the kindness in Deku, how he gives the one mouse quirk chick the umbrella, eats the lunch that All Might gave him. He still has Deku in him, but now he's just like, hey man, I'm not hungry. You don't have to follow me anymore. I can do this all alone. And that hurt. It hurt for two reasons. One, it shows a full coming of a circle, bro. Do you guys remember how back in the day, Deku would be like, you have to be, especially knowing that All Might was sick. It's a little bit different now because Deku's not sick, but knowing All Might was sick and was like, don't push yourself. But All Might knowing that he's the only person that can handle these threats, that the safety and protection of society and the citizens is more important than his individual safety and health. And he made a decision as a hero that this is what he has to do. Deku is doing the same thing, literally doing the same thing. And I don't know if the mangaka is trying to trick us into thinking that like he's starting to lose his path. But the cool thing that I liked that held on to that, to the belief that Deku is still Deku, is the fact that he appears anytime anyone is in danger. So even though he is going through something, even though he is going through a lot, at the end of the day, his core values, what he's still trying to do is to be a hero, to save people. Yes, like he's trying to do it on his own, and he's not like, I am here. He's not instilling like, hope into people anymore. He's just kind of taking care of things. But I don't know. They talk about it in like the Superman and Batman comics a lot, how like, Superman is the embodiment of hope and stuff like that. You see Superman and like everyone, and same with All Might. You see these characters, and everything, like things feel like they're actually gonna be okay. Things are gonna be fine. Like like there's hope. Batman was never that kind of hero. He was always supposed to instill fear in villains. He wasn't there to instill hope and stuff in like civilians. He's just no to scare the living mess out of the villains. And I feel like that's kind of what Deku's doing right now. He's still not killing anyone, so he's still tightly holding on to who he is as a person. But still, it just hurts to see this part of him, to see him so alone. And I know this isn't like One Piece or like other shonens where like friendship power and your friends, but I do think that there's going to become a moment where Deku either bites off more than he can chew, or he starts to lose a bit of his personality, and we're going to see a reunion with his classmates. I don't think that for these last, however, 6 months or however long time has gone by, that they've grown stagnant, that they've chilled, that they've remained the same, stayed in the same place. No, I think that they're working their butts off. They're working their ass off, especially now that like hero society is under like a microscope and so chastised and belittled and hated. I think that their class is going to take it amongst themselves, single-handedly bring about a new hero era to not single-handedly, but as a group effort, reinstore everyone's faith in humankind. We're going to see Bakugo and Shoto and all those everyone come back with like great advancements and improvements in their abilities and their powers and their teamwork and all that stuff, and they're just gonna show Deku, hey man, what the hell. I think honestly Deku leaving is what was the catalyst for all of them getting super strong, because they're like, how dare you abandon us? Do you think we're useless? Do you think we couldn't help you? I think that they're going to shit on Deku and show how what he did was very selfish, how he didn't think about them, and how they worked to prove him wrong, and how they show that being a hero isn't just about doing things on your own. It's about relying on your friends and your allies and stuff like that. And I think something really bad is gonna happen to Deku, and they're gonna help pull him out of the brink of despair and show him that, hey, we're all in this together. Like your quirk is one for all, right? So it's all of us. It's not just it's so I don't know, could be corny, but I really do think that's how it's gonna go. Which by the way reminds me, speaking of Shoto, there was a scene earlier in the chapter where he shows up. I'm not sorry, not where he shows up, but he's texting Endeavor, and Endeavor's like, not yet, not yet. So Endeavor's even doing this stupid thing where he's like, I'm trying to handle this. I don't want to see you again until I fix this problem. And I think that secretly Shoto has some kind of clue or knowledge that he's trying to pass on to Endeavor. And so Endeavor should honestly pick up the damn phone so that he can hear what Shoto has to say. Now, some of you are asking, why can't Shoto text it? Maybe it's sensitive information. Maybe it's something he doesn't want to talk over the phone, or have like just important text just lying around in his phone. So I think it's kind of irresponsible and stupid for Endeavor not to be picking up the phone. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, I'll leave the review there for today. I know it's relatively short, but we're not really getting anything really new or special out of these chapters. I truly think that these chapters are going to be a culmination of showcasing Deku becoming this new hero and his descent into despair. Like I said, we don't seem happy when we see him. When we would see All Might, we felt uplifted and like excited and hopeful and proud and blah blah blah. When we see Deku, we're kind of sad. Like, yeah, he's taking out heroes like that. Like, that's super cool. That's super awesome. Proud of him. That's dope. He's super powerful. But it's two parts of the job. It's not just enough to like take care of stuff, but you also have to do the extra part and make people feel safe and happy and like that there's a future. And the route Deku is going, we don't see that. And I truly think that the mangaka is driving home this image of him, so that way whenever the classmates get reintroduced or something happens, we can have a subversion of what's taking place. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you feel. I know a lot of people right now are kind of not feeling the vibe of My Hero Academia, and I can't blame them. The series has really, really taken quite a change and a shift from what it has been this entire time. I personally said I didn't like the shift it's going on, but if all of this is just a setup for a subversion, a setup for um just for us to kind of get cut off, because it's kind of bad to be predictable, commonplace, and maybe the mangaka felt that. Maybe he said he felt the story needed a change of pace, or maybe he always felt like it was going to go this way. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. We do know that the editors have some kind of role in this. It got way too fast. The pacing changed way too quickly and abruptly out of nowhere. The fact alone that Deku now can use 100%. I truly thought that him going 100% would be more of a end of series thing, or toward a later back half of the series thing, which I guess if we're finishing up now, it is. But but yeah, I'm curious to see more about his abilities and everything else he can do. Anyway, that has been my review and analysis of 317 of My Hero Academia. Can't wait for next week to see how this progresses. Man, I miss my boy Deku. I know he's doing the damn thing, and I know he's, taking this burden alone so that it can't affect anyone. And I know he's scared. He has to be scared for, the biggest villain in the world to say, "You're next." Like, basically, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your neck. Has to be terrifying. And he doesn't want to involve anyone in it. He has to get strong enough to deal with it alone. He doesn't want anyone to die on his account. The fact that, All For One isn't even, snitching and revealing his identity shows how confident he is, how much he wants to control him. It's a scary thing. And then on top of that, he has to find a way to, heal Shigaraki. And I almost forgot, Stain is back. And I truly believe that it's going to be one of those things where I don't think Stain's going to be a villain anymore. I think it's very obvious that Deku can clap him super easily. I think that they're going to have a conversation, and Stain might not even be the classmates. I hope it's the classmates. It would mean a lot more than me, but it might be Stain that talks to him and be like, "So you're starting to change. You're starting to like take things into your," like, I really do think that a conversation with Stain needs to be had. I would love like a full circle moment with Stain and Deku as well. So that would be cool. Anyway, I'll wrap it up there. If you enjoyed this video, I know it was rather short, but please like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Join the League of Otaku. And yeah, have a great day. Take care, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.